Hey, this is Reese. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great week. In today's video, I have a tutorial for this very sweet card. This card was made with one of our new stamp sets from our new catalog. The stamp set is called Dandelion Wishes and it's so sweet. It can be used for many different occasions, for backgrounds, scrapbooking, card making, many different projects. The stamp set has 10 stamps and 3 of these are sentiments, which can be used for many different occasions. Our card base and background panel are both buttercream cardstock, measuring at 5.5 by 4.25. And here you see me working on the layout for the images. That way I know where to stamp them. I use our clear pigment ink pad to stamp the images. It's kind of hard to see because of the color of the cardstock in camera, but in person it's very easy to tell where the images are stamped. To emboss these, I use our white embossing powder and our heat tool. And to color the background, I will be using the black and the blue from the Party Pop Pan Pastels and the burgundy from the Mother Nature Pan Pastels. Our Pan Pastel sets come with 3 different sizes of sponges. This is the largest one, and you can use it for many different colors. All you need to do is kind of wipe it with a paper towel before you move on to a new color. Here you see me applying the blue color first. And then I go back with a white eraser and just kind of go over the embossed image. The reason I do this is because of the look that I was going for, and also because after this I will be applying the black Pan Pastels, and I do want some of the black to be absorbed by the image just to give the image a little bit more texture and definition. I wanted the dandelions to have a sort of surreal, dreamy kind of look, so I didn't want them to be perfectly stamped, more like a blur and kind of be in the background of the card. So this was a very fun technique, and as you can see, it is so easy to use the Pan Pastels, and they erase very easily. So even if you make a mistake, all you need to do is erase it and go over with the color again. I think earlier in the video I said burgundy for this color, but it's actually more of a violet. I use this color just to give the background a little bit more highlight. I put a few dots here and there. I thought it would be fun to add a second color besides the black, just to give it more texture. And I used the vintage screen stencil to add some of the golden color, but I don't want it on the dandelions themselves, so I just get some pieces of paper to cover them up. For the color, I used the gold splash color. This can be a little bit messy, so make sure you have some paper towels to cover the areas that you don't want to spray, and then just kind of dab a little bit so when you remove the stencil it doesn't drip all over your paper. I really love this color. It's so shimmery and it adds great texture to any project. And you want to make sure that you let the background dry completely. So in the meantime, I will be working on the sentiment. I stamped the sentiment on the same buttercream cardstock, then add a little bit of the same violet to add some color, and then I also pick up some of the black color Pan Pastels to go over the edges. Then using my detail shears, I cut through every line, but I don't cut them entirely yet. I find it that whenever I have many different pieces of paper, it's easier to handle them and shape them how you want all together, and then once you have them how you like, then you can go ahead and cut them individually. So to attach them to the background, I will be using the small foam squares, but I cut all of these in half because the strips are pretty narrow. Then you can see here I'm using the same sponge to go over the edges just to give it a little bit more of a dark edge. And I do some of them with the violet, some of them with the black, just so they can combine very well with the background. And the last embellishment is using the same stencil as before, but this time with the silver silk. And pretty much just grab the color and just color through the perforations. I did it a little bit random and just picking spots in the card that I thought needed a little bit more color. And I put some also on top of the golden that's already dry. And now we're ready to put the card together. Make sure that your surface is clean, free of dust from the Pan Pastels, to make sure that your card base doesn't get stained by them. And I used the large foam squares to adhere the background piece to the card base. And just to set the Pan Pastels, I use some cheap unscented hairspray, and just be sure to cover your area and lightly spray it, and this will set the Pan Pastels to avoid them rubbing off. And this completes the tutorial for this card. I hope you enjoyed it and that you give it a try. If you would like to purchase any of the items featured in this video, please visit my website funstampersjourney.com/AnnaReese. And next time you're on Facebook, come and visit my page. In it, you will find more information on products and events. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like more information on how you can become a Fun Stampers Journey coach, please visit my webpage and click on Join My Team. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. You can also email me to annareese@annareese.com. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time.